How many of us can remember January 2020? I know I can. After working 20 years for the world's leading wireless carrier, I decided to make the transition during this period from a core location, which is the real location, to an authorized retailer, which is the fake location. Authorized retailers are people who have decided to purchase and have a lot of money, so they purchase a location and leave the core name up there, but they run it the way that they choose to see fit. This is never more evident when we were given a sheet of paper that stated that we were considered essential workers. Now, mind you, we were selling cell phones. We weren't out here saving lives. We weren't out here providing anybody with any kind of medical attention. So, in my mind, didn't make sense. Now, the core stores, of course, they were all shut down. So again, it shows you what money can do for you in many different situations. My final point to where I said I was done was when a customer was allowed to come into the store, cough in my face, and say, "I hope you all get it." Now, let's not forget, I was working in one of the most racist areas in South Louisiana. So again, that was the day I decided it was time for me to make a move and put myself in a better position. So I started my own lawn care business, something I had love and passion. What's up, business people? I'm Mr. Bouquet with Bouquet of Baton Rouge Lawn Care and Landscaping. On this channel, we show people how to level up their lawn care game and their lawn care business. Now, if that sounds like you, and if you're tired of seeing these videos with these guys out here cutting grass taller than me and you for free, that's not business. If you're tired of the guy that's talking about, hey, how I leveled up my business in less than a year to $100,000, but he never showed you where he started at, you're in the right place. Let's go. Let's talk about why it's more important than ever that we be more presidential in our business, especially in 2024. Everybody knows that being a politician is all about kissing babies and shaking hands, right? So we're gonna leave that kissing baby stuff to the left for right now, and we're gonna focus on that shaking hands part of it. Now let's give this process a little background. If we go back to 2020, I know a lot of people want to forget about it, don't want to think about what happened in 2020. But hey, there's a lot to be learned from that also. If we go back and look, the main thing that they were concerned about as a country is business, right? They weren't necessarily worried about you and how you were going to make it to the next day, but they were definitely concerned if those businesses were up and running. So again, you need to realize, whether you like it or not, newsflash, you're a business, right? So why not handle your business in a business way? There's always going to be a process. And if you look at the most successful presidents that we've had in the history of this country, it's the presidents, especially now, that operated through a process and ran the country like a business, whether you like it or not. I mean, just look, what was the first sign that we were really in trouble? When they shut down the NCAA tournament, right? One of the most lucrative businesses there is out there. And it also entertains the people, keeps us entertained so they can do what they do in the background, right? So again, let's make sure that we're following the process and we handle our business like a business and in a professional way. So let me give you an example, exactly what I'm talking about. We go back and look at our former president and our current president. One of the things that you're going to notice is they know how to build relationships, whether you like them or not. Relationships are so important. So let me start off by telling you this. This is really about those 5 relationships you need to have in your business to be more presidential. Let's start off with number 1. Number 1 is you're going to want to have a banker in your relationship with the federal government. At the end of the day, that's going to be your clientele. So guess what? That's the rules that you have to go by, the rules that they've already established and laid out a roadmap for you. I guarantee if you talk to any of them, they have a banker that they can reach out and talk to, right? It's all a business. Number 2, we want to make sure that we have what? An accountant, somebody who can watch over our money, make sure we're doing things the proper way. Again, we're looking to change our clientele. We're not looking to be out in yards cutting 50 yards a day or 20 yards a day, solo talking about, hey, this is the type of money I want to make. That's all cap. It's all cap. I promise you that. You're not going to be able to go out there and make the type of money that you can make with the federal government. They're the ones that actually spend more money than anybody in the country. So why not have them as your client? Again, we want to make sure we have a banker, number one. Number two, we want to make sure we have an accountant to watch over our money, make sure we're doing it properly, because we need to file taxes on a timely basis when you're doing business with the federal government. Believe me, I know. Number three, we want to have an insurance agent. Reason is, when you're doing business with the federal government, you're going to be doing contracts that are anywhere from $100,000 on up if you're looking to make good money, right? So they don't want to be responsible for your mistakes and errors. So you're going to have you an insurance agent that you can reach out to, a bonding agent that you can reach out to make sure your contractors get paid that are under you, and also they're there for you to make sure that you get paid properly also. So again, make sure you got insurance on your business, or bonding insurance that will be able to cover the contracts, and we'll get into more detail on that one later. Moving forward, number three, we also want to have us a lawyer. Moving forward, number four, we also want to have us a lawyer, right? A lawyer or attorney to make sure that, hey, they can read through all the mumbo jumbo, all the jargon in the contract, make sure that we're not putting ourselves in a bad space and place and not able to fulfill what the federal government is asking us to do, and also make sure that the federal government isn't taking advantage of the situation. Again, the lawyer is going to be on your side, and make sure that we have cards for all these people, whether they're the banker, they're the insurance agent, they're the accountant, and even, like I say, your lawyer. You want to have all these people on speed dial, establish relationships, and we do that by going in, meeting them, and shaking hands, right? Now, the last one is probably going to be something that a lot of people struggle with, depending on where you're at in your business and what you're doing. If you're just starting it out, it might not be so difficult, but what we want to make sure that we do is have ourselves a mentor. This is the most important step that you can have in your business. I promise it's going to make a big difference down the road. You'll be looking at things with a clearer view on them. So make sure that you get yourself a mentor. Find you somebody out there. One of the things that I've heard from other lawn care guys is how hard it is to find employees that are going to work for you, right? So if you establish yourself as a mentor, get you a mentor, then guess what? You'll have a mentee to pass that information on to. And the easiest way to find you a lawn care employee is to find you a lawn care guy or a woman who wants to start their own business. That's the easiest way. They have some skin in the game. They're not going to be the ones calling in talking about they don't need to work today or they don't want to work and not making it. They have some skin in the game. They want to start a business, and if you're having trouble finding employees, that might be the reason why. You can be the boss of a boss. It's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to do you any damage to go out there and try to find somebody who wants to start their lawn care business. So again, make sure we get us a mentor. We got to cover these 5 again. I need you to write them down. We need the banker. We need the attorney, right? Lawyer, accountant. We also need the insurance person. And then again, the most important out of those 5 is going to be a mentor. Hope I didn't keep you too long. Hope this information helps you out. Let's go. Let's see everybody win. That's what this channel is all about, helping everybody level up at the same time. Let's go.